When was the last time you actually finished a single complicated thought without your phone buzzing? Not skimmed again, finished. If you're squinting, you're not alone. Last year, the OECD's PISA report dropped a bomb. The biggest fall in reading and math scores in the test's history. Roughly 3/4 of a school year has worth of reading skill evaporated. One headline called it the Great Unlearning. Most of us scrolled past it. That little scroll is the problem. Critical thinking isn't an academic parlor trick. It's the skill that lets you separate a persuasive headline from the facts, to hold two conflicting ideas in your head and still reason. Lose that, and democracy, public health, and common sense all get sloppy. Let's be blunt. We're living through organized mental laziness, not because people are born slower, but because the world trains them to be. We've outsourced patience to apps, nuance to snippets, curiosity to viral reels. Public debate now looks like two sports fans screaming stats at each other, not citizens weighing evidence. Meanwhile, conspiracy clips routinely crush sober explainers on engagement. That's not an accident. It's the business model. Social platforms are not neutral library pipes. They're slot machines dressed as social networks. Every like, share, and outrage spike pays out a tiny dopamine hit. Stanford researchers report the average user now focuses on one task for about 47 seconds before switching. 47 seconds. At that speed, you can't trace an argument's hidden assumption, let alone test it. The feed rewards speed, not truth. Outrage over nuance. So the content that wins is the simplest, loudest, angriest stuff, not the stuff that actually helps you learn. Remembering your cousin's birthday? Your phone does it. That's cognitive offloading, and it's fine. Until we start offloading judgment, too. A 2023 survey found 63% of students trusted the first AI answer they received, even when it disagreed with their textbook. Why bother checking when a polished response arrives in one click? The shortcut becomes the path. Over time, we outsource the habit of thinking itself. The brain learns convenience. It forgets how to argue. Walk into many modern classrooms, and you'll see the industrial model. Rows, a bell, one correct bubble to fill. Standardized tests train retrieval speed, not doubt. Curricula are jammed. Teachers rush to cover content, not to teach how to challenge it. Add plagiarism surveillance that prioritizes originality scores over messy idea development, and you've got an ecosystem that prizes the polished answer over the honest struggle. By college, critical thinking is often optional. A hobby students do if they have time. Markets love efficiency. Reflection is inefficient. A consumer who pauses to ask, "Who benefits if I believe this?" is a lousy target for impulse buying or political vending. Advertisers discovered a long time ago that anxiety and clarity sell. Keep people slightly alarmed and they'll buy certainty. In offices, data-driven often translates into metric-driven. Ask whether the metric even matters, risk being labeled slow, and slow people get cut. So culture nudges fast thinking and punishes slow, careful thought. This decline is not a quirky side effect. It is the predictable output of a system that profits from shallow engagement. Democracies require citizens who can weigh evidence. Markets function better when buyers consider long-term interests. When thinking atrophies, both pillars wobble. COVID was a live test. Countries with media literacy education had lower misinformation-related harms. Thinking literally saves lives. Pause the video, say out loud, in your own words, the argument so far. Can you? If not, rewind. That 15 seconds of active recall is the cheapest brain gym you'll ever do. Do it. I'll wait. Yes. But fixes are upstream. Personal discipline helps. Read whole articles, resist the headline. But individuals can't outswim an ecosystem alone. We need friction by design. Slower feeds, algorithmic nudges that ask, "Want to read the opposing view?" Before you share, platform prompts that reward sourcing, not snark. Schools should grade intellectual flexibility, upgrade credit, for changing your mind with new evidence. CEOs should be rewarded for long-term stakeholder health, not quarterly dopamine hits. Look at Finland. Media literacy starts in elementary school, and their teens consistently spot fakes at far higher rates. Not magic, design. If you want a starter kit, 1. Read an entire article before tweeting. 2. When fed a hot claim, ask, who pays for this? 3. Teach a kid that being wrong isn't shame, it's data. These tiny moves are contagious. Habits scale. Critical thinking isn't disappearing because humans got dumber. It's disappearing because a profitable system nudged us to be less thoughtful. The good news? Habits can be rebuilt. Thought is contagious too. If enough people practice deliberate doubt, if enough parents and teachers normalize the messy process of changing your mind, society's default can flip back. So here's the challenge. The next time you're about to share a headline, pause. Ask one simple question. Who benefits if I don't check this? If that's not enough to make you hesitate, try the active recall trick from earlier and tell me in the comments what you summarized. Hit like if you rewatched a section, not for the algorithm, but to bookmark that you still care. We can fix this. It starts with one slow thought at a time.